How is it going, guys? We have a new summer banner here, Phuramy. If you look for her online, her name is Phuramy. Now, she is an interesting character because she doesn't actually give you a law version of her. She gives you a neutral and a chaos. As always, the gacha is 3,000 for a 10 pool. Kind of expensive based off of the amount of star gems we're getting right now, but nonetheless, we're going to break down if she's worth actually using those star gems on or not. It is a good thing that you get a limited doll for these, because with enough limited dolls, you don't need to continue to go after additional upgrades or additional of this unit. You can just get the neutral in the summer, and then you can go to your limited dolls and use those as your means to break through those units. But to look at these two, they're kind of interesting. If we look at them on face value right now in the meta, the neutral version of her isn't that impressive. She really looks out for the Hellfire perks, which are only done by Rosalind, and Rosalind isn't done right now in this meta. There is a lot of burn out there, but not a lot of Hellfire. So her reductions, so since her A2 is primarily there to buff your allies with regen, offer burn immunity, offer Hellfire immunity, she's kind of saving you just from Sandra and Rosalind. Lycan can, but it's not really his primary asset. And her neutral type also reduces the opposing team's fire element by 2 while attacking all enemies, which is interesting. But again, we're not really seeing a ton of fire units ran. She could be kind of situational, and she would be good into Leo if you're running her for Idola purposes. I could see that being very useful, but I think overall the neutral element of her first 2 skills aren't really that relevant. Though I will say, if you want to use her in her neutral form, it is for her EB. So you could put her into a composition that's something like maybe like Summer Stella, Camphor, Summer Phuramy, and then Pope Purin, and max out both Stella and Phlamy's EB as quickly as possible. Because her EB is insane. It gives you a 22% defensive buff while healing you for 400% of her attack. I believe that's the strongest heal in the game right now. I could be wrong about that, but either way, it is still an impressive heal. And not only is it an impressive heal, it does it to all of your team. Now, in the neutral side, on her EB, she does give you resistance to status effects. But status effects are really only ran in the meta through Windus, and that's a % chance to be ran. So that isn't as viable from what I've seen. But on the neutral side, she's just an EB machine. That's what she is. Now, her chaos side is super interesting and strong in my opinion. Her chaos side, her heal moves from her EB to her A2. Her A2 does not do nearly as much of a heal. It has the potency of 200, so half of the neutral element, but still super strong. And then it gives you that status resistance up by 40%. And again, Windus resistance, not that big of a deal. And her A3 is also interesting. It also does the fire reduction thing to all enemies, does the AoE ability, but then if that ability critical hits, she reduces it by another one. So it's a total of 3. If you ever see a flame meta arise in the future, despite being flame and herself, Phuramy is the counter to those units by a lot. And not only that, her EB is pretty insane. For 7 elemental value, she can increase your entire team's critical rate by 80%. Guys, that means that your champions will be hitting like trucks even more. If, say, you reverse rush into her, you apply that debuff, and then you start going ham with people like Reiner, with like Lycan, with like Jasper and Windus. Oh my gosh, on her chaos side, she is like the ultimate form of utility. So is she worth rolling? I think yes, but it comes with a little bit of caution. I don't think that she is like a must-have in the metas that we see right now, unlike Windus and Summer Stella, who I feel are both better suited for the current meta that's being run. She is a super strong unit. She can easily be fit into just about any team, neutral or chaos. I definitely prefer her chaos to her neutral, but her neutral definitely has a place. So she is very interesting to me for that only specific purpose. As you can see, I only have 2 roles at the moment. I plan to do a lot of events. Maybe I can get up to 3, potentially 4. I'm hoping that I can get her, but we have a lot on the horizon. So if you were to skip one of these summer banners, I'm tempted to say that it's her, but in all honesty, her utility seems like it could transcend a lot of metas. And if we ever get a flame meta in the future, she's probably going to be at the top of the charts. So take it in stride, guys. Make your own conscious decision. I hope you end up getting her, but I also can't fault you if you decide to sit this one out, because she's not going to be your carry. She is like the S tier utility, and generally utility is secondary to DPS output. I don't think that this character is going to hard carry your team, but if you have a primary carry, she's probably your second most valuable unit on your team. And if I see her ran on the right team comps, she's the first thing I gotta get rid of before those ults start popping off. So guys, that sums it up for Summer Phuramy. She's a super interesting unit, and I really hope that you can get her really quickly. Like first 10x, maybe your first ×1. Use those arena summons. You got this.